Welcome to Beyond Cinema, where we embark on a cinematic journey delving into the heartbeat of the world cinema. I'm your host, Neeta Bajaj Kumar. Join me as we unravel the stories behind the screens, exploring the nuances of writing, direction, dialogues, casting, and everything that shapes the magic of movies. The 2011 movie Mausam, directed by veteran actor Pankaj Kapur and starring his son Shahid Kapoor alongside Sonam Kapoor, is a film that quietly captures the essence of love, distance, and longing, all while unfolding at its own pace. It may not have been everyone's cup of tea due to its slower pacing, but for those of us who enjoy stories of love that are frozen in time, that stretch across years, and that are defined by longing, this movie is a treasure trove. Today, we'll discuss every aspect of the film, from its narrative structure, performances, and cinematography to the themes of love, war, and separation that it beautifully encapsulates. Mausam is an ambitious film that spans across multiple years, countries, and historical events. It tells the story of Harinder Singh, known as Harry, a young boy from a small Punjabi village, and Ayat, a Kashmiri girl. Their love story, however, is anything but straightforward. The film's main story unfolds from 1992 to 2002 and takes us through some of the most turbulent times in recent Indian history, ranging from the Babri Masjid demolition, the 1993 Bombay blast, the Kargil War, the 9/11 attacks, and the aftermath of Godhra riots. The story is divided into four distinct seasons, reflecting the changing phases of Harry and Ayat's relationship. Each season brings with it moments of joy, separation, and longing as these two souls constantly find themselves brought together only to be torn apart again. It's a film that emphasizes love not as something instantaneous, but as something that requires endurance, patience, and resilience. As a directorial debut, Pankaj Kapur took on an ambitious project, one that is clearly rooted in an old school sensibility of romance. The film defies the trends of fast paced love stories we see today. In Mausam, love isn't defined by flashy grand gestures, but by glances, silences, and moments of separation that carry more weight than words. The film has an old world charm, harkening back to the times when love was communicated through letters and patience was key to surviving long distance relationships. Kapoor's decision to place the love story within the backdrop of significant socio-political events was also bold. The historical moments in the film, whether it's the Babri Masjid riots, the Kargil War, or 9/11, serve as metaphors for the hurdles Harry and Ayat must overcome. It's as if their personal love story is entwined with the broader, often tragic events shaping the world. While some felt that these historical events overshadowed the romance, I believe they added depth to the characters' journeys, showing how love can survive despite the world falling apart around it. Shahid Kapoor delivers a restrained yet powerful performance as Harry. The film takes us from his carefree, mischievous days as a boy in Punjab to his more somber, war-weary persona as an Indian Air Force pilot. Shahid's transformation over the course of the film is gradual but effective. His portrayal of longing, particularly in the scenes where he's separated from Ayat, is deeply emotional. He doesn't need to say much to convey what his character is feeling. His eyes do most of the talking. Sonam Kapoor as Ayat is equally graceful. Her character is more subtle, soft-spoken, and introspective. Ayat's life is marked by tragedy. Having fled Kashmir due to insurgency, she is forced to constantly move, never quite finding a place to call home. Sonam brings a quiet strength to Ayat, especially in the later parts of the movie, where her character is torn between her love for Harry and the harsh realities of the world they live in. Their chemistry, while understated, feels genuine, particularly in the moments of silence and unspoken understanding. One of the most striking features of Mausam is its cinematography, helmed by the brilliant Binod Pradhan. Every frame of the film is carefully crafted, visually stunning, and steeped in atmosphere. The film beautifully captures the scenic landscapes of Punjab, Scotland, and Switzerland, giving it an almost dreamlike quality. The contrast between the lush, serene fields of Harry's village and the cold, snow-covered streets of Edinburgh is stark, symbolizing the emotional distance between the characters. The use of lighting and color in the film is also worth mentioning. Warm golden hues dominate the early parts of the film, symbolizing the innocence and simplicity of first love. As the story progresses and the characters face more hardships, the palette shifts to cooler, darker tones. Kapoor's attention to detail is evident in every shot. Whether it's the slow build up of a romantic scene or the quiet moments of introspection, each frame feels meticulously planned, allowing the audience to fully immerse themselves in the world of Harry and Ayat. Mausam skillfully balances its heavy emotional themes with organic lighter moments, preventing the film from feeling too gloomy. The supporting cast, including Supriya, Pathak, Manoj, Pahwa, and Anupam Kher, bring humor and warmth to the narrative. These actors help ground the story in everyday life, making the characters more relatable and human. The humor in Mausam feels organic, flowing naturally from the characters' personalities and interactions, offering a refreshing break from the film's intense romance and historical backdrop. No discussion of Mausam would be complete without mentioning its music composed by Pritham. The soundtrack is soulful, melancholic, and perfectly complements the film's themes of love and longing. Songs like Rabba Main To Mar Gaya Oye and Ik Tu Hi in delightful voices of Rahat Fateh Ali Khan and Hans Raj Hans respectively carry the narrative forward. In particular, the background score during the moments of separation between Harry and Ayat is hauntingly beautiful. At its core, Mausam is a film about time, how it can bring people together and also tear them apart. The four seasons around which the narrative is structured serve as metaphors for the different phases of Harry and Ayat's relationship. Spring represents the blossoming of their love, while winter signifies the cold, harsh reality of separation. The film's slow pace and long stretches of silence may not appeal to everyone, but for those who appreciate a slow burn romance, it's a beautifully poetic experience. One could argue that the film is more about separation than togetherness. Throughout the movie, Harry and Ayat are more often apart than they are together, but it's this very separation that heightens the emotional stakes. When they finally reunite, it feels earned not just by the characters but by the audience as well. When Mausam was released in 2011, it didn't quite receive the commercial success it may have aimed for. Critics were divided. While some praised its visual beauty and old world romance, others criticized its slow pacing. However, over the years, the film has garnered a small but dedicated following. It's one of those movies that cinephiles, particularly lovers of romance, have come to appreciate for its subtlety, its silences, and its resistance to formulaic storytelling. For me, Mausam remains a love story frozen in time, a film that asks you to be patient, to linger in its moments of stillness, and to let the emotions wash over you slowly. It's not a film for those seeking instant gratification, but for those who believe in the kind of love that endures through seasons, wars, and the passage of time. I highly recommend giving it a watch. If you wish to, you can watch this movie on Apple TV. Thank you for joining me on this cinematic expedition today. Don't forget to tune in to next week again for more untold tales from the world of cinema. Feel free to share this with your friends because here at Beyond Cinema, every week is a celebration of the extraordinary in movies. Until next time, keep the real stories alive. This is Nihita Bajaj Kumar signing off. See you at the movies.